Good morning, it's Tony at Smart Toyota. Today's vehicle video, 2021 Toyota 4RUNNER Adventure Edition. This one has some really great accessories that come part of the Adventure package, but also some additional add-ons. Let's dive in. Okay, so up front on the Adventure Edition, there's not a lot of badging on this vehicle to tell you exactly what trim it is, so it doesn't say SR5 or TRD or anything like that. Most of the badging, really there's just a couple, so blacked out Toyota badging, so the emblem here, and then on the back there's also blacked out badging. A little bit of chrome here, but colored to match, front bumper, lower bumper, kind of a matte black finish on the grille here. And then this one does have the LED headlights, daytime running lights, automatic headlights, automatic high beams, and then as an extra charge we've got the high performance LED fog lights wrapped in kind of a black bezel here. So a very aggressive lighting package up front. Should be really great for taking off-road. Also down underneath, the Adventure Edition does have skid plates. So there's your front engine skid plate right there. And then we do have two tow hooks up front, here and here. And then, of course, we have the safety sense system up front as well. So up in the windshield here, there's a sensor box up there. So we have lane tracing, dynamic radar cruise control, pedestrian detection. So all your safety sensors are up in the front there. And then this one does have intermittent windshield wipers up front and an electronic front window defrost. So kind of down here in the lower part is the electronic rear window defrost. There's a switch inside. We'll take a look at that in just a minute. But designed to help keep the windshield clean, much in the same way it works on the back windows. So here at the side of the Adventure Edition, a couple great features on here. We do have factory mud guards down on the bottom, so smaller ones up front, longer ones in the back. Color to match door handles. Does not have the smart keyless entry system, but does have keyless remote. Body color outside mirrors. No turn signals in the mirrors. These do fold in and they do break away. Now this one does have the extra cost TRD wheels, so this is going to be an extra charge. These are a 17-inch, 7-inch black painted alloy wheel. They're a little bit offset. I think it's 22 millimeters offset, and so what that does is it makes the tires and the wheels come out a little bit further from the side of the vehicle, gives you a wider stance and a more aggressive look. Again, those are going to be an extra charge. Anti-lock brakes up front, traction control, of course, stability control. We do have uphill and downhill assist. This is a part-time four-wheel drive system, so it's going to handle really, really great off-road with those wheels, tires, and all the four-wheel drive technology. Notice we do have that oversized Yakima cargo rack up top with the roof rail system. This is removable and is adjustable, but it's kind of nice if you have to throw some extra gear up there. You're going to be really good to go there. Gas doors here on the driver's side. Privacy glass on all your back windows, including the rear hatch window. Notice we have a spoiler up top, colored to match, and then your black shark fin antenna up top. So here at the back of the Adventure Edition, we pick up with that blacked out badging on the 4RUNNER and the Toyota badging. The liftgate is not power, but the rear window is power, so that has a switch up front to be able to lower it, bring it up and down. Rear washer wipers tucked up underneath here, so it's concealed away, not an eyesore. LED third brake light up top. We've got a backup camera underneath here. Our bumper is actually a step bumper, so there's actually a place you can put your foot and get up on there. And some of the competition, there is no bumper, So if you need to load up your luggage rack, good luck. Also, that step bumper is nice for changing out your boots and shoes and what have you. Here's your trailer towing setup. So you've got the receiver. Also, it's pre-wired. So if I dig down under here, here's your wiring for your trailer, 4 and 7 pin tow hook right there. Here's a quick look at your rear suspension. Full-size spare tire. This is going to be a steel wheel. It's not going to be another TRD wheel, but it is a steel wheel, and it has it's the same tire that you'd see on the steel wheel. So it's a good quality tire wheel if you need it, but not designed as a replacement. We do have LED tail lights with your crystal clear lens, and then the indicators are halogen on the back side. So as an added accessory on this particular Adventure Edition, we do have the TRD blacked out chrome exhaust system. Sounds awesome. I get a chance, I'll give you a listen. And you can see the mud guards come all the way down below that exhaust system too. That exhaust system is an extra charge. I think it's like $7.99. Take a look in the description for the accurate pricing. The Adventure Edition does have 4-wheel ventilated disc brakes with your anti-lock brake system. It does have a 4-link rear suspension with stabilizer bars. There's another look at your suspension setup under there. So it's going to be really, really aggressive for off-road driving. And then your front suspension is an independent suspension up front with stabilizer bars. Give you another look at your suspension from here. So you can see your struts with your coil springs up front, and there's another look at those skid plates up front. So the Adventure Edition really is ready to go off-road right from the dealership. Okay, on the driver's door, we've got power window switches. All 4 windows are auto up and down, power door locks, door handles chrome, odds and ends tray. This is a vinyl door cover, and there's bottle holders down here as well as a speaker right there in the door. Turning to the driver's seat, we've got a full power driver's seat with power recliner and power lumbar support. The passenger seat is a 4-way manual seat. Cloth interior, black on the outside and kind of a charcoal insert with a pattern in it. Adjustable headrest, height adjustable seat belts, passenger assist grip here. Down here on the lower part of the dash, there's some switches and controls for your mirrors, dimmer switch for your dash light, automatic high beam on and off, electronic front window defrost, de-icer, and then your 120 volt on and off for the cargo area we'll see in the back when we get there. Let's go ahead and jump in the seat. Okay, behind the wheel of the Adventure, the steering wheel is leather wrapped and perforated around the edges. It's also padded. It's Toyota's 4-spoke steering wheel with more of that charcoal gray trim all the way around and a chrome Toyota badge in the center. On this side, we've got controls for our sound system and our smartphone Bluetooth connectivity. Over here, we've got controls for the information center, the multi-information center, which is located up in the gauge cluster. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. Dynamic radar cruise control and our lane departure settings. And then down here is where we find our actual cruise control toggles and switches. Over on this side is where we find our wipers for up front. So we have intermittent wipers up front, and we also have that rear washer wiper, which is intermittent as well. And then over on this side is where we find our headlights. We have our daytime running lights, our high beams, our low beams, and our LED fog light controls are over here on this side. So you can see turning them on and off. So those are all your lighting and wiper controls. Let's go ahead and switch it on so you can see what it looks like when you start it up. So the Adventure Edition comes with the traditional keyless remote system, not a push button start system. So this is kind of old school, if you will. Let's go ahead and just switch it on. You get 4 beeps. Okay, So you'll notice that we have a white on black backlit display with mechanical needles that are red. Those are pretty cool. A bunch of check engine lights are on because I didn't start it up yet, but your tachometer, temperature gauge, fuel gauge, and speedometer is on this side, and then the information center is down the center. It's telling me I have the 2 front doors open right now. It's telling me I have a lane departure turned on, which is this switch right here, so I can turn that off. But using these controls right here, then I can go ahead and toggle through my settings. So lane departure, pre-collision, I can set it up for my own personal likings. There's a digital speedometer. Here's our steering angle. You can see how my wheels are turned right now. Compass. So there's a ton of safety settings and information within that display. Heading over to the center stack, we've got a digital clock up here. Vents, hazard lights are right there. Here's our center stack with our sound system. So we do have dynamic navigation. We also have Sirius satellite radio, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Alexa compatible. Moving down the center stack, we've got heating and air conditioning, but it's not automatic. It's old school, if you will, with the huge dials, and they've actually got kind of a rubber on here, so when you feel it, it feels tactile. Rear window defrost and your outside mirrors to clear those off is right here, and then you can change where the airflow comes from. Standard is 1 USB port, but then as an option you can get this quick charge system, which gives you the smart USB, which is going to charge your devices quickly, and then part of that extra package they give you the cables and the plugs and everything you need to be able to operate that system, but that is an extra charge. Storage cubby here, another storage compartment down here, cup holder, 4-wheel drive selector is here, odds and ends tray, place for your smartphone, no wireless charging in here, cup holder here, and this switch right here is your power window switch for the back window on the tailgate. Your shift lever is leather wrapped, and it's a gated shift pattern, and you can also manually shift through the automatic transmission if you'd like. So here's a look at the storage console in the center. Let's throw some light down there. There is a 12 volt power port down here, place to put your coins. On the back side of here, there's a tissue holder, ink pen, notepads, what have you. When you drop this down, the armrest is stationary, and there's plenty of room for 2 arms, especially if they're skinny wiry the arms like mine. Take a look over on the passenger side, passenger assist grip there and right there. Visors have lighted vanity mirrors on both sides. These come out and they do have extensions. Overhead console includes map lights, reading lights, door lights, safety connect, and then we've got our switches here on off for traction control, and then we've got our traction assist and our downhill assist as well. So up and downhill assist. Place for your sunglasses, automatic dimming mirror. Does not have a compass in there, but there is a compass in the information center we saw earlier. Quick look at the glove box. It is a locking glove box. Of course, all your owner's manual, and they do give you the wiring for a 4-pin setup. And then there's kind of a metallic trim piece here. And the dashboard on the entire 4Runner is kind of a square, or I like to refer to it as kind of a block or a chunky style dashboard. Really fits well with the rugged look of the 4Runner. Let's go ahead and check out the back seat. Okay, diving into the back seat here. Real quickly on the doors, I wanted to point out this is a vinyl trim on the doors, kind of a charcoal gray trim here, which we saw up front. Automatic up and down on the rear windows, chrome door handle, odds and ends tray right here, and a bottle holder, as well as a speaker for the sound system down there. Back seats, of course, are cloth, just like up front. Black on the outside, kind of a gray patterned inside, and then an interesting tan stitch on all the seats. Backs of the front seats both have these map pockets. They're kind of a mesh map pocket instead of the solid, so if you throw something damp in there, it won't get all moldy and such. I've got that rear seat folded down, so that's 60% of the seat in the back. Of course, you could fold down this side here, the 40% as well. There's a release handle down here for reclining the seat. If you want to bring this seat down, just go ahead and pop it up like so. The bummer part with the Toyota is you've got to remember to put that front seat forward, so that's kind of a pain in the bottom. But once that's up, you've got this area right here if you need to throw a toolbox or something and you don't want to sit it on top of your seat and destroy your seats. It's a great way to do it. There's also child safety latches built into these seats as well. One of the things I wanted to show you was, which wasn't easy to show from the back seat, there's a hidden storage compartment right here where you can stash additional items, keep it out of sight, out of mind. So pretty nice little hiding place, if you will. There's laundry hooks in the back, passenger assist grips, overhead dome light, plenty of room for 3 passengers in the back seat. Okay, diving into the trunk of the Adventure Edition, I did want to let you know this. Again, this tailgate is not a power-operated tailgate. There's some assist grips here and here, and then we also have speakers up in the tailgate as well. And notice also 2 separate cargo lights. So this is a really great vehicle for tailgating because of the sound system and the extra lighting. The Adventure Edition does come with this package that we're looking at here, and this is going to include a 30-quart Yeti-style cooler, and you can see it's embossed with 4RUNNER on there. It does have a drain plug, and then it also has a tie-down straps here to keep it tied down. Does come standard with the all-weather floor mats, also a first aid kit. Owner's portfolio is here, and then the really great thing is this cargo management system. So this deck right here slides in and out. You can see it's pretty easy to slide in and out, and of course now you get a much larger step bumper, which is easy to sit down on and change out your snow boots or hiking boots or what have you, but you're all good to go with everything else. And a practical use of this is water softener salt that you buy at the hardware store. Load it up on there and then you can slide it up in. Makes it easier to get it in and out. So I really like this setup right here. Over on this side there's some storage compartments here. 120 watt outlet, 12 volt outlet, tie-down hooks over on the side here, just lots of different places to put stuff. Cargo cover is an accessory add-on. This one doesn't have that. So there's a lot of great things you can stash in the back. And then to take this tailgate down, it's not all that difficult. A little bit of muscle, but not too bad. Okay, under the hood on the 4RUNNER, the standard engine, it's a unique engine only found on the 4RUNNER. This is a 4-liter V6 24-valve engine, gasoline engine I should say, produces 270 horsepower, and it's connected to a 5-speed automatic transmission, so combined torque is 278 foot-pounds of torque. Now, it is covered under a 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty, including the engine, transmission, and your 4-wheel drive system. Combined city and highway fuel economy, 17 miles per gallon. So not terrific, but it is a heavy utility-style vehicle, so gas mileage is probably not going to be great altogether. We do have a heavy-duty battery, a heavy-duty alternator, and a heavy-duty transmission cooler for the towing setup, but overall a really solid package. Of course, because it's a Toyota, you do get Toyota Care, which is going to cover your first 2 years or 25,000 miles of maintenance. That's your oil changes, that's your fluid top-offs, that's your tire rotations, no additional charge, and that'll save you a couple $100 for sure, maybe even more on this vehicle over the first 2 years of ownership. And then all Toyotas come standard with a 3-year 36,000 mile limited warranty, and that's designed to cover manufacturer defects for that period of time.